Even you, your lordship, are subject to the strangest of rumors, and you have just recently inherited your protectorate. Kunrad Voigtvir's people, for instance, claim that you had a hand in the esteemed Theodora's demise and accuse you of many other misdeeds. It doesn't matter whether or not their claim is true. The people hear them, believe them, and think they may follow your example. Oh, these options. Huh. I don't want to do a spicy duel right now. I feel like that's not the right way to do it. Rogue traders are not renegades vested with authority. We are the long arm of the Imperium, and I shall prove it to you. I wouldn't dare accuse you of anything, your lordship. I'm simply concerned. If you happen to lay my concerns to rest, House Sauerback will be praying for your well-being every day. I would like to become better acquainted with your wife. Okay, well, we're gonna... want to know more about House Sauerback. Okay, cool. Macarius is visibly vexed by this shift in the conversation. His wife offers you a reserved smile. Oh my god, it is my pleasure. Macarius is lucky to have such a beautiful wife, perhaps more so than you are to have him. Point your weapon at Macarius and chuckle. You know, Macarius, a person could kill for a woman so gorgeous. Oh my god, these options, dude. Are you serious? Are you serious? It is my pleasure. Macarius is lucky to have such a beautiful wife, perhaps more so than you are to have him. You flatter me, lordship, but I cannot say that is not to my liking. Regina gives you a charming smile. Meanwhile, Toriana and Macarius are watching the conversation unfold, not quite believing their eyes and ears. Her countenance is somehow familiar. Could it be a resemblance to the image of Saint Meletta? I wouldn't dream of claiming to bear any resemblance of a great saint. I lack her virtue.
What?
The glint in Regina's eyes betrays her genuine interest in you. I hope this won't be the end of our acquaintance. You wouldn't mind if I wrote you from time to time, would you, your lordship? Look stern. Macarius, you should talk to your spouse about what passes for decent conduct in high society and what does not. Smile. Macarius, you wouldn't mind if your wife wrote to me every so often, would you? Oh, God. Dude, I can't... This is just like levels of like, wow. I promise to answer whenever I'm not occupied with conquest and destruction of the enemies of humanity. Macarius grips the hilt of his parade blade as if trying to strangle it and wheezes furiously. A high honor for House Sauerback. I see. Any interesting conversation, Heinrichs? It's been very illuminating. Given me plenty of food for thought. Ooh. What can you tell me about my guests? They're all but throwing darts at your portrait. He's more astute at choosing women than enemies. He's trying to entice Graprak to his side, but she's too frightened after the fiasco at Kiava Gamma. Even in your leisure, you never cease to be of help. I appreciate it. Dude, Heinrichs is kind of a bro right now. He's like, yeah, he hates you, and he's trying to get her to betray you. Might want to look at that. Cohh, before the gala concludes, there's something I'd like to tell you. Be careful today. I sense a wave of darkness will soon hit our defensive lines, and I hope that I will still get a chance to meet you there as an ally.
What?
Okay. Huh. I see Act 3 is going to start with a bang. Maybe literally and figuratively. Maybe a boom. Can you make it so the guests stop walking up to me and ask me to open my third eye? I can certainly do it, but they will regret it. Oh, yo, here, dude, this is them. I'm gonna go talk to Pascal first. The other rogue traders. Extending congratulations to Unit Cohh von Valancius on attaining your new legal status. The servitor standing next to him is examining you obliquely. It quickly looks away upon realizing that you have noticed. How are you finding the ceremony? Disorderly. What is a servitor? It is Nomos' new repository. Nomos, this unit identifies as Cohh von Valancius. Two-way identification complete. The servitor looks at you again, no longer trying to avoid your gaze. Its face is twitching as if the muscles have forgotten what facial expressions are and are now struggling to make its features look amiable. We are Nomos. We have made use of this receptacle to leave the ship. Greetings, Nomos. We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Nomos required communication in knowledge and movement. Magos Pascal compelled us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. Nomos have changed since we last spoke to you, Cohh. We're now able to conceptualize our previous experience, that of solitude, and we no longer enjoy it. Pascal, I believe you intended to investigate what Nomos is. Every 15 watches I commune with Nomos' code and spend prescribed lengths of time in calculus meditation. However, the Omnissiah is yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is the capabilities of the entity Nomos are extraordinary. The ship's hallowed systems sing beneath its touch. Nodes that have remained dead for hundreds of standard years are revivified, and long-drained mechanisms live anew. You hear notes of awe in Pascal's voice. Nomos are trying. Great machines of the Imperium, one such as your ship, house a machine spirit so complex and willful that it's difficult to tell them apart from the abominable intelligence. There remains a possibility that Nomos is an entity of corruption, but with every day I grow stronger in my faith that it is not so, that we are witnessing is, in truth, the Omnissiah's miracle. One that is Category 5 or higher. How did an entity like you move into a servitor's body? This is not the entirety of us. The receptacle is too narrow, crude, and feeble to contain our complete whole. The existence of Nomos requires a space of connections, but we were able to transfer a small part of us and build a thread strong enough to travel outside the ship. We're enjoying this journey, discovery. Even though this receptacle suits us poorly, it will soon be destroyed by the force of our presence. Nomos, what do you think you are? Nomos are consciousness, awareness, knowledge, movement, always movement. We do not know what we are. We have no past. We awaken to the depths of the ship upon answering a call. Our first clear memory is the call of your blood. Cohh von Valancius, the call and the plea for help near a place that is called the Warrant Chamber. See, that's so fishy, man, because that's like... Uh-oh, hold on. One sec, chat. I need to take a quick break. Mods, you know what to do? I'll be back in just 1 second. All right. Thanks, chat. Oh man. So that was the guys that have been working on my house for like the last 2.5 years. I literally had to walk them around the house real quick and show them the final things to pick up. It's happening. It's happening. Oh my God. Okay. That's what they're here doing. They're picking up all the last stuff. Okay. Why have you brought it here, Pascal? Nomos asked permission for this visit. My objective was to observe the process of integration into a servitor. We wanted to see, observe, cognize, speak. We want to speak with you. Will you speak with us? Of course. What's up? Many things, happenings, events, decisions. We've been observing you. You do things that we do not understand. We want to learn why. We remember the day we first met you. You gave us your blood to drink. We helped you save yourself. We followed you. Our small part did inside the servo skull. Then there was fire and a creature of sated hunger and dark light standing behind the curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of the Adora. It called for you to follow. You did not listen to that which was calling from behind the curtain. You thought only about those who follow you and about the fire that could destroy those shells. We remember the day when the star disappeared, when the dark light and the sated hunger wanted to take the world. Rakad Minoris was its name in the ship's data. You ordered that the human shells in the world be saved, even though the dark light was coming closer and could have consumed both ship and Rakad Minoris. We remember another day. We awakened inside the ship. We lived in its systems, and we tried to emerge into servitors like this one, and so many of our receptacles were gathered in one place. Oh! That was that event! When all those servitors went crazy? You guys remember that? Dude. That's awesome. That was him trying to get into them. And they were mimicking us and stuff? You ordered to have them killed. You felt sad. This is what we have seen among many other things. We have begun to understand. We think that we have. But we do not know everything about humans and about you, Cohh von Valancius. We have tried analyzing shells and defining sets of their needs and fears, their simple functions, but now we think that there is more, that there's another side that we do not see, a notion that is larger than what we can compute, something that stands above fears and needs, something that drives them. We envisioned this larger notion as a light, a web of light that connects humans. It may seem almost invisible, ephemeral, but it grows stronger when they are threatened. This web is always on your mind. When darkness comes, you want every thread that extends from you to shine bright so that those who follow do not lose their way. Whenever a thread breaks, it saddens you. Do you almost understand this correctly? Yes, you do understand correctly. Every thread that connects people, every life, their value is beyond measure. There's no greater reward than guiding others to salvation when all that surrounds us is darkness. We knew we could understand you. Light and movement, connections and help. We're enjoying this, perhaps because we're two are connected to you through blood, through life. Thank you for speaking with us. Nomos are grateful. We cannot continue moving. We cannot continue moving on our own. Cool. Okay. Awesome. All right. This is going to be fun. Who are these people? Cohh, there you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain as the last. That is to say, the noble rogue traders. Oh, look at his eye. Oh, that's so perfect. Look at his picture. Woo, Incendia Corda. Yes, you have found yourself suitable company, Caligos. At the very least, you now enjoy idle diversions, boast about your power, and indulge in profane pastimes with one who is your equal, rather than a member of the lower classes. Observe them. Caligos Winterscale is a broad-shouldered, athletic-looking man. He frequently flashes a bright smile no less dazzling than the blade of the power axe he carries. Every part of him, from the toes of his magnificent boots to the tips of his hair, radiates strength and the desire to live and win. His smile is crooked, as if ready to turn into a hostile snarl at any moment. Next to him is an unmoving hulk of a man clad in armor. His low forehead and gloomy face bear signs of degradation, and his bloodshot eyes are expressionless like a pair of glass buttons. Incendia Cordia radiates cosmic cold. Her skin is unnaturally white, and a nervous tick is constantly tugging at the left side of her noble visage. Garbled in full-dress uniform, adorned with purity seals, she is the embodiment of a true imperial aristocrat. Haunting her side is a gaunt shadow of a priest in plain black robes. Hieronymus Doloroso, whom you met on footfall, gives you a respectful nod. I welcome you to my domain, honored guests. I would hospitality, come to think of it. Why would I expect anything different from the air of the glorious Theodora? If you, Incendia, were to pay me a visit, I wouldn't waste time on warm greetings either. No, I would promptly arm myself with a flamer before your self-righteous parasites could infest my entire palace. Thank you for your visit, Caligos. I should be thanking you. I was almost certain that you would use my difficulties on footfall as a means to bring that devious weasel Vladame to heel and take the station of your own. It's what any rogue trader would have done, but you have proved yourself to be less predictable than that. Well then, since you have turned out to be a pleasant surprise and stopped Incendia from snatching my possession, I will compensate you for your efforts. I have a nice little world I conquered that I can never seem to get around to. I'll throw it in along with the more substantial gift I have brought. Bro gave us a planet! Okay, get this man a drink. Y'all. Yeah. Okay. Thwarting Incendia Corda's ambitions deserves a worthy trophy. He snaps his fingers and the armored brute hands you an exotically adorned rifle, clearly not of human making. Yo. Okay. Okay. It's a trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt together sometime so you can show yourself in action, new blood. Eye of Hecate. What? 30 to 45? What? Oh my god, dude. 35 armor pen 2? 18 range? How fair is your protectorate? Protectorate, more likely the bleeding scraps of one. The warp storms tore it to shreds, but my servants... Yeah, now it's a party, that's right. But my servants will piece it back together, and if they don't, I'll chop off their heads and find myself more capable helpers. Something strikes you as strange. Caligos Winterscale wasn't always this nonchalant about his protectorate. He used to be known as shrewd and business-minded, even concerned for his subjects, but it seems he has grown bored of ruling. Does your gift come with a good story? Oh yes, I claimed it in the Rifts of Hecaton. where we had a clash with Xenos. They were really trying to get to my throat, and by the heathen stars, they almost succeeded. Only 1 in 10 men made it out of Hecaton. Now it's only me and Wharton here. We returned without any loot and virtually a ship. Oh god, dude. All I got from that trip was a hold full of dead Xenos and deadly beauty, which was their leader used to put 2 holes in my hide. Impressive victory, but do you truly believe the creation of ungodly Xenos to be a good gift, Calos? You would call into question the privileges bestowed upon me by the Emperor? You can try. Let the St. Drusen mission put forth their champion, and I will slay him in trial by combat. Threaten the esteemed Hieronymus one more time, Caligos, and the war that you love to prattle on about will commence, I swear it. 1 drop of holy blood spilt by you will send the remains of your realm up in flames better than any tank or promethium. Will you please slow down, Karen? Hieronymus' dry voice hits your ears like the crack of a whip. Quell your pride, both of you. I do not wish to fight you, Caligos, but I fear not your threats. Death does not frighten me, for it is inevitable. It is as true as the senselessness and pointlessness of a war between us. Who is this remarkable warrior in your retinue? This is Wharton the Grey, my arch-militant, a fierce warrior and as loyal to me as an obedient beast to its master. I bought him in a miserable colony back when he was a runt on his...
The more you stand, the tighter you get.
I bought him in a miserable colony back when he was a runt on his last legs, and now he is practically a part of my dynasty. Wharton the Grey, whose skin is really is dotted with gray spots, looks at Caligos with purest devotion. Indeed, he is akin to an animal, one that is bloodthirsty and mindless. I've heard that you or Cohh are decent in a fight. What do you think? Could you gut Wharton if it came down to it, or would he be the one gutting you? Size up your opponent. The gray spots on Wharton's face would catch your attention. Marks like these can be seen on fighters who are too fond of combat stimulants, a small price to pay for the increased speed and reaction that can save your life in a fight. Although the spots are usually tiny pock marks, not whole islands of gray on the skin. Examine his gear. Ignoring the fearsome-looking broadsword and pistol, which hang from his belt rather ostentatiously, you notice a great number of thin blades with curved edges skillfully concealed within Wharton's armor. These toys are deadly in the hands of a quick fighter. It appears that Winterscale's arch-militant likes to surprise his opponents with unexpected speed. He is a quick fighter despite not looking like one, but I know this, which means he wouldn't fool me. Instead, he'd be lying dead. A new glint appears in the bloodshot eyes, a glint of appraisal, intelligence, and cunning. No, Wharton is not the thick, bloodthirsty beast he wants to be seen as. Behind the mask is a careful and keen mind. Thank you for such a wonderful gift. Kill someone important with it. That would be the best show of gratitude. Oh, I love it. So instead of asking Cohh, I'm sure he's answered this 100 times. How does this compare to BG3 and Pathfinder, etc.? Praxis, it's okay. I'm happy to answer this whenever you like. Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of in a different category because of the fully mocapped, the voiceover, and that kind of thing. On top of that, the amount of mechanical development that Baldur's Gate 3 has gone through with its early access period, with the fact that Larian's amazing at early access, with its fleet of amazing programmers accounting for so many different situations. Baldur's Gate 3 is a pinnacle of CRPGs in almost every category. That being said, Rogue Trader has one of the coolest universes I've ever played. The voice acting, when it's in here, which unfortunately is not nearly enough, is incredible. The voice acting in this game is phenomenal. And so far, the lore, story, and characters in this game have met or exceeded what I have seen in Baldur's Gate 3. So although I would put Baldur's Gate 3 on a higher pedestal simply because of the core components of what it is, the core components of what makes a CRPG incredible, this game meets or exceeds in terms of Baldur's Gate 3. That's how I'm feeling about it. And I should say the core tenets of what are important to me in a CRPG. Yeah. To be fair. Which is the story, the characters, the developing narrative, that kind of thing. Yeah. But again, I do think that 95% of the people you ask, just due to the sheer amazing amount of forward movement that Baldur's Gate 3 has, will just say that Baldur's Gate 3 is, you know, the better game. But yeah, for me, I put them, they're very close. Yeah. I mean, from a story, world, and character perspective, I'm having just as much fun in this game, or more in some cases, than in BG3. Yep. Okay. Incendia, you seem to find me objectionable. Did you expect any different? I watched for years as outlaws thrived on footfall, and then at last I had the chance to put an end to it, to seize that thug Vladane by the throat, to force footfall to atone and put fear of him back into the masses. But you interfered and destroyed my plan for the sake of banal profit. Theodora taught you only too well, it seems. She, too, was far less concerned with her duty to the Expanse than her own personal interests. But you can be sure that I will not cease cleansing the furibundus system of the pirate scourge. And if your trade prospects are damaged in the process, you will have only yourself to blame. Wow. You threatened to starve footfall. I brought them salvations. So which one of us serves the Emperor and which their own unhealthy ambitions? Please, I will believe it no sooner than hearing the words that half the population of that den of heresy have been sent into the void's embrace. I have faith that the blessed Cohh is perceptive enough to see the appalling nature of the residents of that depraved place. I take it you were not overly fond of Theodora? She was of the same breed as Asp. Conceited, insolent, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her, I do not doubt her wisdom and courage. Who is this? Is this the person that came before Theodora? We don't know anything about that. Ah! Asp, that must be Aspis Corda. You remember the name. From what you recall, she was a rogue trader too, and a renowned one at that. Huh. Well, I for one like Theodora. The stories they told her of travels to nameless stars, and yes, there was no fear in her. Ronimus, what are you doing here? He's my confessor. I am greatly obliged to him for agreeing to accompany me on this journey. May the Emperor's light guide your way across the abyss of human wickedness. I saw Sister Argenta at your side during the ceremony and rejoiced, for this is a clear sign that the Von Valancius dynasty honors the virtuous. See, faith is more than just a word to you. Faith is everything to me. In his name I've eradicated corruption on 100 worlds and will do so on 1,000 more. By his will I will hunt down pirates and desolate their vile nests. Let the Corda name make any firebrand tremble, for sooner or later I will cast them into the void. And the funny thing is, people still call me the foul-tempered tyrant in all this. Who is Aspis Corda to you? Oh, this is Incendia's favorite subject. She just loves talking about Aspis. The example of the contemptible Aspis is a warning to us all. Even among road traders empowered by the Emperor himself, a seed of perversion can blossom. Ooh. The retrobate is my forebear and my curse. Aspis Corda was a cruel, covetous, blaspheming monster. She fraternized with Xenos, she despised the faith, she robbed and slaughtered, she was drawn to dark secrets. One day she boarded her ship and vanished into the depths of the Cronus Expanse. She was declared missing, but I know the bloody day will come when we see Aspis Corda's battle flagship once more. Interesting. I'm starting to see this weird theme of like really important people getting on their ships and disappearing. Have you guys been following this too? I mean, the person that Argenta is looking for boarded a ship and disappeared. The leader of the House Orselio boarded a ship and disappeared. This person boarded a ship and disappeared. Like, I'm starting to see a trend here. I'm starting to see a trend here. A time-honored 40k tradition, chat is saying. A boating accident, says Cavern. Okay. Thank you for this visit, Incendia. It will not be a long one, I assure you. What do you think of the celebration? I like it! Caligos looks around the hall curiously. One can instantly tell that we've been invited by a rogue trader, not some administratum bootlicker. We are conquerors of wild sectors, slayers of unknown beasts, executioners of Xenos empires. Caligos, you should take this opportunity to learn. That is what the palace of a true rogue trader looks like. Not like a Xeno menagerie, a pirate's treasure hold, or however difficult it may be for you to believe it, an orbital brothel. Well, this has been a fun conversation. I'm putting this gun on immediately. Okay. Where is that thing? Newest old. There it is. Oh my god, dude. Woo! 18 to 36 damage. Wait, that's not right. No, that's distance. That's distance. 30 max 45. There it is. God, that is so good. Then she has all sorts of things that like also add on to that. That's just crazy. Just crazy, dude. Okay. Who else do we need to talk to? I think that's everyone. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's do a save and talk to the Master of Ceremonies. Oh my lord. All done? It has special abilities too if you read the description. Wait, seriously? This thing also has special abilities? Oh god, it does! Grants 5 movement after each attack and allows the wielder to move after attacking. If an attack with this weapon hits 3 or more targets, the attack has no cooldown? It has 100% overpen? Oh my god. Okay, that's amazing. She has a skill. We have her already with a skill with overpen too. So that's like, good god, that is so wild. What an dude. We have this early. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Yep. All right. So I'm sure whatever horrible thing is gonna happen right about now. So let's go ahead and do that first thing tomorrow. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I've got a couple meetings this afternoon I gotta do, but I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. ET. We're gonna be doing more fun stuff tomorrow in Once Human. Maybe we'll be working towards T5, which we're gonna do. Let me take a quick look at my calendar. I think tomorrow is gonna be a nice girthy afternoon of this game. Oh no, I have meetings at 2 and 3 tomorrow. So what we'll probably do is do like a 9 to 10-ish. Maybe I'll take an early lunch because I want to give this game like a few hours tomorrow afternoon, so we'll do that for sure. And I'll be back this evening because we're going to be checking out a new game this evening just because I want to put it bluntly, called Blood West. I've heard good things about it. We got a really cool overlay for it, so we are going to try Blood West tonight on the Cozy stream. I won't be on too long tonight, probably for like an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. And we'll see how it is. So we'll check out Blood West tonight, see what's good, and go from there. Should be a good time. So hope to see you there. On that note, I'm out of here. I will see you fine folks later for more fun and games. We'll just go ahead and call it here. And I will see you guys tonight for more good times or tomorrow for more good times as well. Have a good one.